This paragraph right here is about the most illogical thing I've ever seen. And it starts off because he attempts to simply state my position, and he fails to do so. This is a malformed statement. The correct, anytime anybody starts with so, you could be reasonably sure that they're going to misstate your position. The vehicle code, the specific vehicle code that makes it illegal to exceed the posted speed limit in Texas, applies because the penal code, the specific penal code that says a crime committed within the territorial jurisdiction of Texas is within the jurisdiction of Texas, says it applies. And both laws are valid because they are in conformity with the Texas Constitution, and they are not superseded by any federal laws or the Constitution. It applies because the elected officials of Texas have enacted it. It applies because the state of Texas has an enforcement mechanism for it, namely the police officers, the sheriffs, the constables, etc. That's why it applies. Your simple rewrite that you then churn out stupider and stupider is a malformed statement. You're starting off with a poorly worded statement, and then you continuously break it down into less relevant, less logical bites. The Bible applies to you because the Bible says it applies to you. Well, let's figure that out. Let's start off with the basics. Is the Bible referenced by any other statute in Texas? No, it's not. Okay, so that fails. Is the Bible in conformity with the Texas statutes and Constitution? No, it's not. There are things in the Bible that say, like, you could kill someone for, you could beat your slaves and you could kill people for various things, and I don't remember all the gory bits, but no, it's not in conformity with the Texas statutes or the Texas Constitution. It's also not in conformity with federal laws and the federal Constitution. The First Amendment would prohibit a state from enforcing the Bible on you. And finally, the Bible was not enacted by the legislature and governor of Texas, nor has the Bible been found to be constitutional under the Texas Constitution by the Texas judiciary. So no, the Bible doesn't apply to me. And it's not because anything the Bible says or does, it's because the government and society aren't enforcing it on me. I'm a coward, whatever. His response to me, it's like an hour long. I haven't watched it. A couple people linked it to me. Please stop linking it to me. I don't care. I've seen his reasoning. He has nothing valuable to add. I have never seen him say anything of any worth, period. Of course I won't respond to that. Of course I won't, because I've already told you I wouldn't. The code is based on a logical fallacy, is what you just claimed. Nope. That is what you just claimed. There's you and there's me. You're the one who made this statement. I didn't. Now, if I said this particular rule applies because this particular rule says it applies, barring any other left out kind of details, then sure, that would be a circular argument. But I am not making a circular argument. I am saying the vehicle code applies because the territorial jurisdiction of Texas is codified in the Penal Code, and it's in conformity with the statutes and Constitution of Texas, and it's in conformity with the federal laws and Constitution, and it was enacted pursuant to the will of the Texan people through their legislative branch and through their governor. It's not a logical fallacy. You're retarded. It's not logic. We're not talking about logic. We're talking about the law. Too damn funny. No one's laughing. Well, at least no one's laughing with you. Everybody's laughing at you. There's nothing more irrational than a bar member in debt. I paid off my student loans a long time ago. So I graduated in like 2000, dude. Like, I do have some credit card balance that I'm carrying right now. Subject to the jurisdiction of Texas, ? Who is Texas? Texas is a legal entity. It is defined by the Constitution of Texas. I'm going to have a drink of coffee. An entity can't rule over a human. Really, Joe? Really? For all that you've said about the code applying because the code says it applies, we have this here and nothing except for you saying that that applies. Where's that written, Joe? Or is that just something you feel? That's ridiculous, Joe. If you may have noticed, the Texas government has authority over you, and the U.S. federal government has authority over you. The state and federal government can pass laws that you have to abide by, or you will be punished for them. What king am I subject to because your rulebook says so? My rulebook doesn't say you're subject to any king. So that's retarded. What backs up that claim? Nothing. I just told you that my rulebook doesn't say that you're subject to a king. Guns? If you're insinuating that the Texas Vehicle Code applies because men with guns are enforcing it, then yes. Yes. Society as a whole is in support of the Vehicle Code. Society as a whole will enforce that upon you. Seems like a judge's corrupt opinion to me. That's because you are consistently wrong and your opinion is meaningless. Is that what you mean? Do I mean it's a judge's opinion that that's a malformed question. I don't understand. Coward, you're half man coward, Murby. Enjoy your Adderall-ridden pooping and YouTube watching. I will. Thank you for playing. Have a great day.